Hey everyone and welcome to the club. Today I'm going to be showing you how to draw Proxima Midnight from the Avengers. Let's start in the center of our page with the eyes. So we move over to the left side and draw in a circle. So we're going to start at the very top, work our way down towards the bottom of the circle, and back up towards the top. Now we leave a large gap in the center and draw the same thing on the right. So let's line up the top of the circle, come down to the same height, and back up towards the top. In the center of each circle, we're going to draw a smaller circle for the pupil, and we're going to fill those in black. Do the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to draw the upper eyelid on top of the eye. So starting in line with the outside of the eye, we're going to step up, curve in, and then down. Line this up on the right and do the same thing. Curving up and then out. On the inside, we're just going to curl this up. On the left side, we're going to curve in and then up. Now in between the eyes, right in the middle, we're going to draw the nose. Starting on the left, we're going to curve down in the middle and then back up on the right. Let's move down and draw in the mouth. We're going to start on the left side, we're going to curve up and then down. Now we're going to draw on the top lip. Starting from the center, we're going to step up, start with a point. From this point, I'm going to curve up and then down towards the left corner of the mouth. Go back to the center and do the same thing on the right. Now let's draw on the lower lip. Starting from the left side, we're going to curve down and then up. Let's move back up and draw on the horns. From the inside of this brow, we're going to step out. We're going to curve up and over towards the left, just up above the pupil. Do the same thing on the right side, curving up and then out. Now from here, we're going to curl around toward the tip of the horn. So on the left side, we're going to blend into a curve, going out and then up. Now back on the left side, we're going to round out the tip of the horn, curving around, come down, and then hook that in. Now I'm going to layer a larger horn in behind. So we're going to start at the top of this curve and go up and then hook this back down. From the outside of the horn, we're going to curve down and then in just underneath the eye. Come straight down, start to curve that in directly underneath the eyes. Now we want to connect these 2 points with a curve going above the nose. So we'll start on the left. We're going to curve up over the nose, and then we'll bring this back down on the right side, just underneath the eye. Let's add some texture to the horns. We're going to start at the very top, curve out, and then down. We step out and draw a shorter curve. Let's do the same thing on the right. Curving out and then down, stepping out, and draw a shorter curve. Now let's move down to the bottom. We're going to curve out and up on both sides. Step out again, draw a shorter curve. Now we're going to draw the bottom of the head underneath the horn. So we're going to step out on the left side. We're going to curve down just underneath the mouth. Curve this up towards the right side. Now we're going to add that stripe on the mouth. Starting from the center, we're going to step over towards the left, draw a straight line coming down towards the chin, go to the right, and do the same thing. Let's tuck the ears on the side of the head. Starting on the outside, underneath the horn, we'll curve down and in behind the head. Now we're going to move up and draw on the top of the head. In line with the side of the jaw, we're going to step up above the horn, curve up, in towards the middle, and then we're just going to pull that back down on the right side. Now let's draw on the hairline. In the center of the forehead, we're going to start with a point. From this point, I want to curve up and out towards the left. And then go back to the center, curve up and out towards the right. Now from the sides, we just want to follow the same curve of the head coming down in behind the horns on both sides. Now let's just want to accentuate the frown line. So in the center, we're going to step over towards the left, curve up in the center. Now I just want to accentuate the cheekbones a little. So over on the left side, I'm going to curve in and then down. Do the same thing on the right side. Alright, so now that we complete the head, let's work our way down the body. We're starting on the left side, underneath the head, curve out and down towards the left hip. Go to the right, curve out and down towards the right hip. From the hips, we're going to draw two short angle lines coming down and in. Now we're going to come down, again with a slight angle, coming down towards the bottom. And then we'll close off the bottom with a straight line. Now in the center of the body, we're going to draw a straight line going across. From the left, we're going to curve up and out towards the left side of the body. Go to the right, curve out towards the right. Now underneath the chin, right in the middle, we're going to come straight down towards that center line. From the bottom corner on the left, we're going to step up and draw a straight line going out towards the left. Line this up on the right and do the same thing. And then from the chin, we're going to step down in the middle, we're going to curve up and out towards the left, and then the right. Now we're going to continue working down the legs. In the center, we're going to step down, draw a curve, going up and then down. Now leaving a gap in the center, we're going to step to the left side, curve out and down towards the left heel, move over towards the right, and do the same thing. Let's round out the bottom of the feet. Starting from the left heel, I'm going to curve down and then back up towards the toes. Then back on the left side, we're going to draw on the top of the foot. We're going to draw a half circle going up. Now we're going to aim towards the heel. We're going to stop right about there. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now let's thicken up the sole. We're going to take this curve, step up, and just duplicate that. Now let's move back up to the hip and draw on the side of the leg. Starting from the left hip, curve out, round out the leg, and then pull that in towards the top of the foot. Do the same thing on the right. Now halfway down the side of the leg, we're going to curve down and up towards the inside of the leg. Now we're going to add a small detail on the side of the leg. From the hip, we're going to step down, draw an angled line coming down and in. Now from here, we're going to follow the same curve of the leg coming down towards the edge of the boot cuff on both sides. Now we're going to add a toe cap on the left foot. Starting from the top of the curve, we're going to curve in and then down towards the sole. Now just up above the foot, starting on the left side, we're going to curve down and then back up on the inside of the leg. Now let's move back up and draw on the arms. The arm on the left is going to be holding the staff. So at the top of the body, we step over underneath the head, curve down, and then out towards the wrist. Now right here, we're going to add the thumb. From the wrist, we're going to curve up, down. Now I just want to round out the thumb and then come back up. Let's add in the palm. From this point, we're going to curve down and then in. Now I'm going to add 3 fingers in behind the thumb. So we're going to start on the side of the thumb, draw a half oval, curving out and then back in. At the bottom of this finger, we're going to curve out, down towards the bottom, and then we'll pull this up underneath the thumb. Let's do that one more time. At the bottom of this finger, we'll draw 2 straight lines coming down, one on the left, and then one on the right. Let's add the bottom of the staff. So we're going to overlap these 2 lines with a straight line going across. From the left side, we're going to come straight down towards the bottom, just lined up with the bottom of the foot. Now from the right side, I'm going to curve down and over towards the left, towards that tip. Let's add a little bit of detail to the bottom. We're going to draw a straight line on the top, step down, and draw that twice. Now I'm going to extend these 2 lines up above the top of the hand. So we'll start with the left line, go up to right about there, go to the right, and then do the same thing. Now again, I'm going to overlap these 2 lines with the line going across, go straight up the sides, and we'll close off the top with a straight line. Now we're going to extend these lines just up above, on the left and right side, and then we're going to go in towards a point, right in the middle. Now from the bottom of this line, we're going to step down. On the left, we're going to angle up and now towards the left, and then the right. We'll go straight up along the sides. Now from the top, we just want to angle them down and out. Now I'm going to follow the same angled lines coming in towards the center of the staff. Down, and then we'll pull that in towards the side of the staff. Now we're going to draw on the bottom of the arm. From the finger, we're going to step down underneath the staff. We're going to curve in and then up. We're going to step down, curve down and up in behind the body. Now we're just going to separate out the shoulder. On the side of the body, we're going to curve out and across towards the side of the arm. Now let's move over to the right side and draw on this arm. We're going to start about halfway down the side of the body, curve out and down towards the wrist. Now we're going to add the thumb. We'll draw a small half circle, curving in and then back out. At the end of the thumb, we'll draw a bracket. At the bottom of the thumb, we'll curve down and up around that bracket. Now we're going to add 2 more fingers. Stepping down, curve across and up. And then the third finger will go all the way around, up the side of the arm, and then in behind the head. Let's draw on the edge of the glove. Starting from the wrist, we're going to go straight in, come down towards the fingers, and then we'll curve out and then up. Now we're going to move up about halfway up the arm, curve out and then up. Now halfway between the head and the inside of the arm, right up here we're going to curve down and then out. Now we're going to finish this off with the hair just tucked in along the sides. So start underneath the earlobe on the left side, curve down and in, and at the bottom we'll just pull that straight down in behind the arm. Go to the right side and do the same thing. Curve down and in, and then come straight down in behind the arm. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Proxima Midnight from the Avengers. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.